नमस्कार, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है गाइस आपके अपनी चैनल के एफ सी एस पर। आज का मैच बहुत ज़बरदस्त मैच जिसको देखने की हर लोग कोशिश कर रहे थे और स्पोर्ट्स ब्रेकडाउन ऑडियंस को भी मैं बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूँ। कल एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन मैच होने वाला है इंडिया वर्सेस श्रीलंका, जो कि स्पोर्ट्स ब्रेकडाउन की ऑडियंस जो है थोड़ी डिसअपॉइंटेड होगी कि उनकी टीम ने परफॉर्मेंस उस तरीके का नहीं किया जिस तरह का होना चाहिए। फिर भी चांसेस हैं, बट बहुत ही कम चांसेस है। आपको बड़े रन रेट के साथ आपको हराना होगा, तो जो कि थोड़ा मुश्किल लग रहा है इंडिया वर्सेस श्रीलंका। और वेल, इंडिया इस मैच में फेवरेट नज़र आ रही है। हेलो राहुल, वेलकम।
Hi Kunal. Hi.
हाउ आर यू?
Yes, I'm doing good.
Yeah. Okay, so finally, Rahul, yesterday we have discussed about all the scenarios that fans are planning, that this can happen, this can happen. Again, it goes to Pakistan ways, and South Africa beat New Zealand badly.
Yeah, I mean South Africa they defeated Pakistan before this match, but they still are on Pakistan's best friend in ICC events. Let's put it that way. So many times Pakistan has made a semi-final thanks to South Africa, whether it is South Africa losing to Pakistan themselves or defeating or losing to somebody else to help Pakistan make the semi-final. So South Africa, Pakistan, bye bye.
Yeah.
That is basically what it is like. South Africa is Pakistan's best friend in ICC tournaments, and I think they've helped out Pakistan again with a huge win over New Zealand today. Having
Yeah.
said that, I think it's good. It's very wide open. We can't count out Afghanistan from this semi-final race. You never know. They do have to face Australia and South Africa, but they are upsetting big teams stronger than them in this tournament. So you can never quite write them off.
Yes, of course. But first of all, let's start about New Zealand versus South Africa. Okay, so Rahul, first of all, we came to the captaincy, of course, with Tom Latham. So actually, I think today this is a lack of common sense. Means when you see the type of wicket where batting is going to be quite easy. I don't see any dew also, Rahul. When I see the pitch, I don't see any dew in during night time, and Latham is expecting some dew. While Themba Babima is saying that yes, it could be quite a good wicket to bat on. So, and I think New Zealand team also knows about his for current performance of South Africa also, that South Africa can't chase, they can defend easily. So in that perspective, why not Rahul today? New Zealand won the toss and choose to bat. I think
In
that was bad
hindsight,
decision.
yeah, in hindsight, they should have done that. But I feel New Zealand believed that they could chase down a big target. They really believed in their batting abilities because they've been batting well throughout this tournament. Even in the two matches they lost against India and Australia, it's not like they played very badly. They batted very well. They got decent scores in both games. They scored 280 against India. It wasn't enough to win the match, but they took it close, took it to the 49th over of the game. And then against Australia, they came very close to chasing 389. So uh, they really believed that they could chase down a target. They really backed their abilities to chase a target. So I think that's the way to look at this decision. But they went with their own strength. They didn't go with they weren't focused too much on what is South Africa's weakness.
Yes, of course. And it's okay. You are bowling first. Then I think there must be some attacking approach when you are taking Themba Babima wicket. You are just allowing Quentin de Kock and Rassi van der Dussen to settle down. I think captaincy was below average from Latham. What do you think about that?
Yes, very ordinary captaincy, unfortunately, from Tom Latham. He was not very proactive as a captain. in this match. Pretty much everything went wrong for New Zealand right from the beginning.
Yeah, I know Matt Henry was not available. Suddenly he have something issue with his hamstring. That is also another issue. But Rahul, they have that type of bowlers who can bowl and complete the overs. Of course, there is Jimmy Nisham is there. I think bowlers like Trent Bolt and Team Saudi, they should do something for New Zealand team, and I think they can restrict this team before 300. They have that type of bowlers. Well, Team Saudi is getting 2 wickets when almost South Africa have done the job with a bat. So I think really disappointed from New Zealand. And one more thing, Rahul, when we see the journey of this New Zealand team, we are seeing that they have lost matches against big teams. They have just win, apart from England, they have lost against big team. They lost against India, they lost against Australia, and now they lost against South Africa also. So you are losing against big team. You are just defeating England. Uh, I think they defeat.
Netherlands, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan.
Yeah, so not a big win. So I think this team also don't deserve semi-final. Actually, when you are losing against big teams, so how you will manage? I think
We
without Kane Williamson, this team is nothing.
they could manage without Kane Williamson against those weaker teams for sure. Yeah, they defeated England, but the matches against Pakistan is going to be very interesting because, mind you, Pakistan has not defeated any great opponents themselves. They defeated Sri Lanka, Afghanistan. Sorry, not no, they lost to Afghanistan. Actually, they lost that match. They defeated Netherlands, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. These
Yeah,
are not the toughest teams to defeat out there. So both teams are coming off into a match against each other off of minnow bashing, basically. Both teams have done minnow bashing so far, and they're going to play a match against each other. So this is going to be a very close match, in my opinion. If my net run rate calculations are correct, Pakistan needs to defeat New Zealand by 89 runs to overtake them on net run rate.
and it
And
can
that's
be possible because there is one update that on that day there will be a rain. But if but it will not cold off the match. Might be you can see 35 overs game, 20 overs game. Suppose there will be 20-20, then I think New Zealand will lose against Pakistan because I think Pakistan is ready for 2020. They have, I think they will definitely try Shadab Khan. They have Nawaz. They can bowl well in 2020 because it is a matter of 4 overs. So Mohammad Wasim Jr. is there, Shaheen Shafridi is there. So I think this New Zealand team will be quite dependent on Glenn Phillips at that time. Might be they will try Kane Williamson to come in if the game is 2020. If
yes, definitely they can try that.
Yeah, so I think history wise also New Zealand record is not quite great against Pakistan. So that is also goes to Pakistan favor. Who knows Pakistan can maintain the net run rate at that time. And in last game, one more thing for Pakistan qualification is the last game. New Zealand playing to Sri Lanka and Pakistan playing to England. Let me see what is the date because I think in last match they have certain scenarios how you can win it to maintain a qualification and you will qualify for semi final.
As a matter of fact, New Zealand's match against Sri Lanka comes
Yes.
before Pakistan playing England, if I'm not wrong. On the second to last day of the league stage is Pakistan playing England.
Yes, England versus Pakistan in Kolkata and in 9 November in Bangalore, New Zealand versus Sri Lanka. Means after 2 days, means Pakistan will get some time to last chance. They will definitely get means they can prepare.
Yes, but condition is they have to defeat New Zealand, and also even if you say they will know what is required, it's not in their hands. They have to achieve winning by that margin to get over the line, which is not going to be
But I
very
think
easy.
better that you defeat New Zealand maybe by bigger margin. That will definitely help Pakistan, I guess.
Yes, it will definitely help Pakistan, but we have to see the variables of Sri Lanka also in the mix. They could also
Well,
be
I
the
think Sri
contributing
Lanka will be. That's it for tomorrow. Tomorrow they will lose and tournament end for Sri Lanka tomorrow.
factor.
Already they are
They,
minus
they
two.
have two. They have two victories, so they could. They will if they lose to India tomorrow. They will also be depending on net run rate to kind of come back into the tournament. They'll have
Yeah,
to win both their games. So
yeah.
and Sri Lanka, they've got Bangladesh next, so most likely they will probably lose to India. They will defeat Bangladesh, so there'll be a situation where they have to defeat New Zealand, and this is if New Zealand doesn't. We know Pakistan can only at best get to 8 points before the final match. That is confirmed, and then you have New Zealand. If they don't get to 10 points, let's say if Pakistan defeats New Zealand, they'd both be on 8 points. Sri
Yes,
Lanka, if they let's say they lose to India tomorrow, they defeat Bangladesh, they'll be on 6 points. So they will
yes.
have to try to defeat New Zealand by a heavy margin to try and
If
uh,
not, they will definitely help Pakistan also. If not, suppose they win only, not a heavy margin, then maybe.
They will have to win by a heavy margin, and then they'll have to overtake Pakistan's net run rate also, and then hope England defeats Pakistan. That'll have to be their way of making it. You can't take Afghanistan out of the equation. Also, they also have to worry about Afghanistan because while Afghanistan has matches against Australia and South Africa, they're already on 6 points, and they have a match against Netherlands. So if they win that match, then there'll be a tie with Afghanistan also. So things get a little bit spicy from here. As far as but it'll all this jostling will be over one semi-final spot, in my opinion, because I think Australia is good enough to win their last two matches against Bangladesh and Afghanistan, so they'll be through to the semi-final. India and South Africa for sure are going to be in the semi-finals. So basically, it's over one spot, and I think it's between New Zealand, Afghanistan,
And
Sri Lanka, and
Pakistan.
Pakistan. Mm, I mean, Netherlands is there, but I don't think they have much of a chance.
Well, there will be some spices for Australia also if England beat Australia on Saturday.
Yes, I don't feel so actually, because I feel Australia is good enough to get more points than New Zealand, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Afghanistan. I think Australia will ultimately uh, do that. I don't see much doubt in their reaching the semi final. They're in very good form. Even if they lose to England, I think they'll defeat Bangladesh and Afghanistan and get through.
Yes. Okay. So now let's come to the second innings. So where New Zealand have a good target of 358. Of course, this was not an easy target, but I think it was all about Devon Conway. Means how Devon Conway and Will Young is giving some start to this New Zealand team. So, what do you think, Rahul? So, where did New Zealand got wrong? Whether it is a good bowling or Devon Conway dismissal, they were looking so hopeless after that dismissal. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely started a downfall, but William Young had a very good start actually with the bat, but he couldn't carry on. He couldn't convert his start, unfortunately. So everything pretty much went wrong for New Zealand with the bat. By the time Glenn Phillips scored that 50, yeah, he minimized the damage a little bit for New Zealand, but not by enough. They still come down crashing with a heavy margin of defeat in this match. There's no getting around that. The 50 from Glenn Phillips, too little, too late, to be frank. He's hardly done anything with the bat. He's been very good with the ball in this tournament so far, but he's not contributed enough with the bat. And finally, the only time he has scored with the bat was when the match was already gone. So, no use of that innings, to be frank, no use.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so how you see this team New Zealand now? What you are thinking, Rahul? Because of course you will lose the confidence when you are losing a match by 190 with a big margin. No Kane Williamson. So how you see this defeat for New Zealand in terms of confidence?
it'll definitely crush their confidence. I'll be surprised if it isn't. But these are professional players; they know how to reset for the next match. And New Zealand has to keep their history in mind. They know how to reach the semi-final of a tournament, much like Pakistan does. They know how to reach the semi-final of a tournament, how to punch above their weight. So they should keep that in mind and bounce back for the next match. They also all is not lost even if they lose to Pakistan. They have a match against Sri Lanka, and one thing they while we say that Pakistan has an advantage of playing their final match after New Zealand, New Zealand also has an opportunity here because they can defeat Sri Lanka by a huge margin and try to and put it out of reach for Pakistan, where they'll have to win by an unreasonable margin against England uh, to get over the line. So New Zealand has that opportunity. They should think of it in that way.
Yeah, okay. So hello Krishna Nair, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, Kunal. How are you?
I'm fine. So Krishna, can we say that Pakistan is really lucky during World Cup times? Means things are going in their way as of now.
Yeah, things is going in your way, but if you see that Pakistan has to win by 85 runs by while defending the target, and while chasing you have to chase under 35 overs. So you have to restrict New Zealand under 250 target when you are chasing the target, because if you see. If you chase under 35 overs, then only your net run rate will be plus, and it will equal New Zealand, and which is for Pakistan, it is very difficult because against New Zealand bowling attack, and if New Zealand scored more than 300, then it will be very difficult to chase under 35 overs. If Pakistan put up the score over, because it's a flat track, so that's why New Zealand batters will like to score runs there in Bengaluru. So it will be difficult. And Pakistan bowling, yes, it's good. Shaheen Shah with the off taking wickets, but if you see, it's against New Zealand batters, Pakistan has to put more 100% more than what they did against Bangladesh team. So they have to put 200% effort in that match if they want to restrict New Zealand into below 250 score.
Okay, Krishna, one more thing I want to tell you that will definitely favor Pakistan. Record against New Zealand in World Cup is good against for Pakistan. And one more thing that there is 80% chances of rain. Means if there will be a rain forecast, then you can see 2020 game or maybe 30 overs. So suppose if there is 2020 game, I think Pakistan have good chance to defeat New Zealand, because current if I see the squad, ODI squad of both the teams, Pakistan is way ahead in 2020.
Yeah, but if the rain destroys the match, then it will be 1 point shade each. So Pakistan will be out of the World Cup in
But
that case.
They will
I
not be
think
out of the World Cup, Krishna, but then they will definitely be at Sri Lanka's mercy to defeat New Zealand.
yes,
But
That's
Sri
because
what will
one,
Lanka
happen.
defeating New Zealand is the big task for Sri Lanka, because
Yes,
Sri Lanka
yeah, but
defeat.
see, Krishna, Sri Lanka has already defeated England in Bangalore pitch. Sri Lanka will also have to play New Zealand in Chinnaswamy Stadium, and Sri Lanka is a little bit of a dark horse to me. So we can't rule them out completely. We can't
yeah.
rule out an upset in that game. They are very much capable of it, of defeating
And
New
one
Zealand.
more thing,
So many
Krishna.
upsets in this tournament. We can't say for with any certainty like this team will defeat this team. We cannot say that.
And one more thing, Krishna, that in Bangalore there is very rarest that there will be heavy rainfall at this time. Uh, Currently in November month, so we can see some game. Might be 20 overs game. I am predicting. Might be you can see 40 overs also. It depend on condition, because always there will be extra time of 1.5 or 2 hours. So we will see some game. I don't see a tie in this World Cup, I guess.
Yeah, but if I see that Pakistan depending on other result is unfair, because they should have won the Afghanistan game and the South Africa game if they were if
I
they
know if
really
they win
wanted
against
to.
South Africa, then I think South Africa will be also in trouble. to win it anyhow.
Yeah, but if Pakistan wanted to
I don't
qualify
see
in
any
this,
trouble for South Africa. To be very frank,
Not now, but at that time, if Pakistan beats South Africa, if
they would have been in trouble. Yes, I understand, but yeah, they've defeated Pakistan, so I think their semi-final spot is pretty much safe.
yeah, so let's move forward for tomorrow. So another memorable match, India versus Sri Lanka. Memorable is in Mumbai because in Mumbai we have played final under MSD captaincy, where MSD finishes with a six. So very memorable day. So any memories, Krishna Nair, for you? 2011 final, India versus Sri Lanka.
the memory was that um, Gambhir also scored runs in that match, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, yes.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
one of the main reasons we got into a winning position. We can't forget him easily.
Yes.
and
Anything?
1KD is always the high scoring venue. So let's hope that tomorrow also Sri Lanka at least put up fight with the bat and make it interesting for India also, because if high scoring matches will be more interesting. I know thrilling won't be there tomorrow, but it will be one-sided game. But I feel that tomorrow Sri Lanka should at least put up fight with the bat. I feel because in the last game Sri Lanka batted very poorly against Afghanistan. So at least put 250 target against India. At least give some fight, because I want to see that Matthews and experienced players to step up tomorrow's game and put at least some fight. It should, because we have already seen many one-sided games in this World Cup, so it's always boring to see one-sided games. So I want to see tomorrow at least a fight from Sri Lanka.
Yeah, and one more stats I want to give you that out of nine World Cup games, one tie and four win by India, four win by Sri Lanka. So 50-50 from both sides as of now.
To be honest with you, Kunal, past history doesn't really count for much
Yeah,
going to this match. India is clearly a superior side. We have defeated Sri Lanka twice in Sri Lanka in front of a Sri Lankan crowd in the Asia Cup, defending 215 in the Super Four stages, and then bowling them out for 50 runs in the final. So, in fact, we kind of brought about Sri Lanka's losing streak in this World Cup as well. For the first few matches in this World Cup, Sri Lanka looked very rattled and were not doing very well. So, we have the upper hand over Sri Lanka. Having said that, I feel there are some players we need to be careful about. We have to be careful about maybe Kushal Mendes with the bat. I
Sadira
think,
Samar Vikrama,
and
Nishanka.
Fadira Samara Vikrama. And with the ball, we have to be careful of Dilshan Madhushanka because this Wankhede pitch, especially if we are chasing a target, this Wankhede pitch can help the pace bowlers massively. We saw how South Africa made use of uh, Mumbai for their pacers, and Dilshan Madhushanka is exactly the kind of bowler that can trouble India, a left-arm pace bowler. So we shouldn't take him lightly. If we face that phase a little bit with a little bit of care, and we can not let him take wickets, then we can take their spinners apart in the middle over. Sri Lanka's spin bowling attack is actually looking very ordinary. Mahish Theekshana can definitely be taken apart at Wankhede Stadium by any of our batsmen, especially by Rohit Sharma. If Rohit Sharma really sees off the new ball and he's there in the middle overs, I'm pretty sure he will completely rip Mahish Theekshana apart. He will be smashed back to Colombo.
Yeah. Well, I am expecting a double hundred from Rohit Sharma because he likes Sri Lanka. Two times he scored
This is
double
also
hundred.
this is also Rohit Sharma's home ground. It's Wankhede
Yes.
Stadium. It's his home ground. So
Home
we can
ground,
definitely see
favorite
a tip
opponent.
off from Rohit Sharma. Yeah, I won't be surprised if it's a double hundred.
And I will also not surprise if top four completely bats along whole 50 overs. Means Gill, Rohit, Virat Kohli, and Shreyas Iyer bat whole 50 overs. Might be some balls for Rahul, KL Rahul also, but I think top four will goes on firing till
But
now.
I feel Kunal, if Rohit Sharma wins the toss, he will bowl first because then we won't see a high scoring game or something because we already know that how Sri Lanka collapse in the middle. So Rohit Sharma double hundred only we can expect him that he bats first tomorrow in the one afternoon in the one day only that can help Rohit Sharma score 200. Otherwise, it will be 200 or 250 scores type of pitch or 200 minimum from Sri Lankan batsmen. I don't expect Sri Lankan batsmen to score 300 so that Rohit Sharma can score 200. But I that's the problem.
Okay, so well, if
I
we
feel
see,
Sri Lanka, they will have to follow the strategy that England did. They have to put India into bat first on this wicket, put India under the pressure of having to post a total, because India has been mostly chasing during this tournament and not batting first much. So they must do that and then hope that the bowlers will come under some pressure while defending a target on the Wankhede pitch. To be frank, hopefully their batsmen will come to form. I think that's their best formula for winning a match. If they have to defend a total with the Rohit Sharma factor in our team, it's not going to be easy.
yes, of course, and well, if we can't put Sri Lanka out of the contest also, because if we see the intent, I think Kushal Mendes, Sadira Samar Vikrama, Pathum Nishanka might be. I think if Kushal Pereira plays in this ground, definitely he will also enjoy the batting. Uh, I will not be surprised if Angelo Matthews will come with a bat. Means in the last few overs, means last 10 overs. So it will be a great game. I can expect if Sri Lanka bat first, might be they will give you 260 to 70 score. It is possible. 270 to 80 score. I don't see this
Yes,
Sri Lanka team will
definitely.
goes out again 50 all out. No, not all the time. It
Never,
happens once a time.
no team will go 50 all out in every game, Kunal. But the question is, would they be able to defend 270 or 280? I feel it'll be, if they get that for them to really have an upper hand over India, they'll need to score 350 runs, which I don't think is going to happen. They'll need to score 350 or 400 to put India under some kind of pressure. Even if they score 300, I don't see with this bowling attack India being under pressure. To be honest, Rohit Sharma alone will smash the stuffing out of this run, out of that kind of a run chase, like you saw against Afghanistan.
Well, Chamira, I think Chamira also loves to play against India. They have few wickets, so let's see how Dilshan Madhushanka, Chamira, Adikshana, how they can bowl. It is all about bowling, and if Rohit Sharma thrash bowlers in first 10 overs, then you can see it will be a one-sided chase, and top four will bat. After top four,
Actually,
I yes.
Actually, it will be battle of Dilshan Madhushanka versus Virat Kohli. I know Dilshan Madhushanka took Virat Kohli the Asia Cup also for I think 5 runs or duck something. He has taken Virat Kohli out. So Dilshan
I think that
Madhushanka
was
versus
Vela Lage who dismissed Virat Kohli, if I'm not wrong, because I remember in the group stage was Dunit Vela Lage who really produced a brilliant spell
no, no,
against India and managed to bowl India out.
no. I'm saying in Rahul. I'm saying in the T20 game which happened in UAE that leg which Sri Lanka won. In that Dilshan Madhushanka
Correct,
dismissed
correct.
Virat Kohli.
Yes, Dilshan Madhushanka can get Virat Kohli out. Left arm pacers have troubled Virat Kohli in the past. That is a fact.
Yeah, but I feel it will be one-sided game as today's game. So I feel India should bat first and score at least. I feel India should bat first, like how South Africa batted first against Bangladesh and I feel England. So I feel India, if India wins the toss, India should bat first and get the pitch condition right. And India didn't bat well while batting first against England also, because England batting was poor. They didn't have good means their batsmen were in form. That's why they got all out below 150 runs. So I feel tomorrow India should bat first if India wins the toss. I feel so batters will get more practice in these conditions because India will play the first semi-final year in 1 KD only. So I feel Indian batsmen will get more practice in these conditions while batting first.
There is no guarantee that India will play the first semi-final in Wankhede because the conditions are that if we are playing Pakistan in the semi-final, we can't rule that out now. We are
Yeah.
playing Pakistan in the semi-final, then we go to Kolkata to play our semi-final. Not if we are playing somebody other than Pakistan, then it's in Mumbai. But yeah, I wouldn't mind India batting first either because it will give us some good practice for the semi-final in case we're in a situation where we have to bat first and set a target there too.
Yeah, of course. So let's see how the game will goes on. So it's a prediction time, one by one. Start from Krishna Nair. How much percentage you are giving to Sri Lanka? Don't say zero.
No, 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 Kunal. It will be, I feel it will be 80% India and 20% Sri Lanka to win the game.
Okay. Highest run getter, highest wicket taker.
Highest run getter will be, I feel, Rohit Sharma, and highest wicket taker will be Jasprit Bumrah.
Okay, Rahul, your prediction.
So my prediction, I think it's going to be India 90%. 90% India will win this match. Then highest run scorer will be the Hitman, and then I think highest wicket taker. I'm going to go with maybe Mohammad Siraj to be the highest wicket taker
Yeah.
because Mohammad
Okay.
Siraj in the final in Colombo he completely destroyed Sri Lanka. We he's the one who really brought their downfall. I think getting 6 wickets in the final. So I think he will do it again. He will again really destroy Sri Lanka in this match and win it for us.
Yes. Okay. So I am giving 90-10, mean 10% to Sri Lanka, 90 to India. So and highest wicket taker for me, Mohammad Shami, and I am backing Virat Kohli. I am backing Virat Kohli to score century, highest run, and I am hoping for 49th century from Virat Kohli, equaling Sachin record tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be a
Century
great
will come
achievement.
into against South Africa, I feel, because it is on his birthday and scoring century on his birthday will get more relief for the fans and more fans will be happy but that he
I
scored
don't
century
think that
in
is
his
relief,
birthday.
but yes, a special day where he can score 50.
It's actually that match against South Africa is the day after his birthday because Virat Kohli's birthday is on November 4th, not on November 5th. So the match is actually the day after his birthday.
Virat Kohli. No? November 5. 5 November. It is not 4. Yeah, that is really 5.
Oh, it is actually. Oh, so he'll be playing on his birthday. Well,
He's playing on his birthday.
to be frank, that there'll be added pressure on Virat Kohli. So I'll be very surprised if he scores a century against South Africa. I would be a bit surprised. I mean, they're already building up the occasion. Hopefully, he doesn't get out for a duck on his birthday. That that won't be great. But
I think players love to play a big knock on his birthday to make it special. I think so.
well, we already have seen Mitchell Marsh doing that.
Yes. So let's hope. Well, our king is always ready for a big knock. So let's see how things will goes on. But yes, most probably next year we will see Virat Kohli will be on top, breaking the record of Sachin Tendulkar. So let's see how the things will goes on. But yes, we will see the great game tomorrow, India versus Sri Lanka, and this World Cup is looking quite spicy for Pakistan's chances. Let's see. Who knows? Pakistan will beat New Zealand badly. It can
I
happen.
mean, it can happen. I hope not. I hope New Zealand wins, and I think that'll probably seal their semi-final spot most likely.
Then all four will be qualified. Automatically Q will be there for all four.
True.
Yeah, but
I mean,
if
it definitely
Pakistan,
won't be interesting for viewers. Too many matches of no consequence. But let's see. And one thing, don't forget, Champions Trophy race is also there. So
yeah,
it's not just semi-finals.
yes, in knockout, Pakistan is different. Who knows that it will be in 1992 again. It can be.
No, we. I hope not.
Yeah, let's see. Well, it is a home ground, so India is already waiting for 10 years. So, memorable day. Definitely, we will think that 10 years ago, means 12 years ago, we have lifted a trophy. So, uh, we want another trophy. So, it is all about 12 years. So, let's see and hope for a good memories for for Indian team in under the captaincy of Rohit Sharma. So that if Rohit Sharma take retirement, then Rohit Sharma will definitely say that along with IPL, I have won ICC trophy.
Yeah, he definitely needs that. I mean, this is where you have to prove yourself. It doesn't matter how many IPL trophies you win. If you don't win the ultimate prize in cricket, then uh, those trophies are not worth bragging about, to be frank.
I think Virat Kohli already have 211, 2011 members, so he has already won World Cup. So Rohit Sharma was unfortunate; he was not selected. So I think World Cup win is important for Rohit Sharma career.
Yes, definitely. And he's already failed in the other two formats, to be frank. We couldn't win the T20 World Cup last year, and he's probably
And
not
Test
going to play
championship
T20
also.
cricket again. We couldn't play,
I think this will be
we
a big
couldn't win the
risk.
World Test Championship this year under him. So,
This will be a
and
big risk if we use Rohit Sharma again in opening.
to be frank, I won't say it's a risk because Rohit Sharma can be good for another 1 or 2 years in ODI cricket. He has shown that in this tournament. He still
I
has
think
his
2020 format.
yeah, in T20 format, Rohit is finished. There's no doubt. I think both Rohit and Kohli they have to stay out of T20. Hopefully, they won't bring themselves back to T20 all of a sudden after this World Cup. I hope they don't do that. And we have to see whether Rohit Sharma will be the captain. I remember putting a poll in the group whether he will be the captain for India in the 2025 Champions Trophy or not if India wins the World Cup. Of course, if India doesn't win this World Cup, there's no question Rohit has to step down as the captain. But will he continue if we win the World Cup? That is the question.
Yeah, let's see. Uh, Definitely the playing composition will be changed because again, race a year form is big concern. So many players are waiting outside. Whether it is Tilak Verma, whether it is Rishabh Pant, so many players is coming. Lefties are waiting in our middle order to come and performing. So
Yes, absolutely.
So let's see how the things will goes on. So guys, enjoy India versus Sri Lanka. Of course, good game, and I'm hoping that India make it a big score if you get an opportunity to bat first. Make a big
Yes,
score, maybe
absolutely.
350 plus. 400 if possible, then definitely we have 400 memories also with Sri Lanka under captaincy of Sangakkara. I remember that match where Sehwag 146, Dhoni 72, 69 Sachin Tendulkar, and I think there was fighting knock where India made a good score, top three bat well. At that time, Dhoni came at number three, and Gambhir was demoted from his position in order to increase the net run rate along with Sehwag. And in reply, Tilak Rate Dilshan 160, Tharanga 69, I guess 69 or 70, and 90 runs from Kumar Sangakkara, and Angelo Matthews was there in that part of game. He made a 32 runs quite, but that was a good spell from Zahir Khan. That, but we win it by 3 runs. That was really was tough game for India. That was.
Yes.
So I don't want that type of game tomorrow because if Sri Lanka is on that way, then their net run rate will definitely improve if they win. But I don't know what happens. Cricket is a
Sri
funny
Lanka
game.
winning actually makes the points table very interesting. But one thing, I mean, it'll feel very lousy, unfortunately, if India is to lose tomorrow against Sri Lanka. If we lose to South Africa, I won't mind as much. But somewhere maybe if India has one defeat before going into the semi-final, keep the team a little bit honest, because you don't want to suddenly we win 9 out of 9 league matches and then suddenly we go to the semi-final and we end up losing for the first time over there. We don't want a scenario like that to happen. So let's see what happens tomorrow. I think India is a huge favorite to win tomorrow. 90% India will win.
Yes, yes. Okay. So guys, enjoy the match and hope for India bat first and match will be goes too long. Otherwise, match will be short. Who knows? So thank you very much, Rahul, for
You.
your time, and thank you everyone who have watched this show. I hope you are enjoying World Cup with KFCS and Sports Breakdown. So, guys, subscribe to Sports Breakdown and KFCS and Sports Breakdown audience. Don't be disappointed. Well, Sri Lanka is. I know Sri Lanka is not in a great position, but who knows? A good time will come. Definitely, Kushal Mendes captaincy. You will grows on and hope for a good T20 World Cup for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Goodbye and good night.